Hi guys, welcome. My name is MC DIBNJ, call me MC Benja, and this is another episode of the Benja Challenges. As usual, we are going to be talking to those amazing change makers that you see in society. Our guest for today, she is an entrepreneur, a self-esteem coach, and of course, a public speaker. So I don't know, is she going to be interviewing me today or I'm going to be interviewing her? Anyway, we're going to be talking. If you move a muscle, you miss a whole lot. Stay there because there's a lot that's coming up. Let's go discuss. Welcome back, guys. Like I told you, my guest for today is a public speaker. So I don't know, she and myself is going to be talking more today. I don't know, she's going to be talking more today. Hey guys, meet my guest for today, TECENTA ACHIRI. TECENTA ACHIRI. I got you right?
Yes, you did.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Anyway, thank you very much for leaving right Douala then come here. I mean, I wish you could do this at a restaurant.
I know.
So I would eat some kati and some ekwang.
Of course, I know, right?
But we're still going to go there. Chris and myself are going to go to the TECENTA Complex Restaurant in Douala at Bonaberi. We're going to get there. So how's life generally as an entrepreneur?
Life as an entrepreneur or life on its own?
Okay, let's talk about life on its own first before we talk about life as an entrepreneur.
Okay, life as a whole is beautiful.
Yeah.
With its challenges, not everybody is opportune to face the kind of things that brave women like us we face.
Yeah.
But I must say it's beautiful because I've learned to pick the lessons of life and to move, and that is what makes who I am today.
She says brave woman.
Yeah,
I mean, you were just have to say like brave woman.
Yeah.
I like that part. So now that's life as a person. Now how's life as an entrepreneur going?
Wow. Before I say it's beautiful, it's difficult. It's difficult. But the experience as an entrepreneur, it is beautiful too, though challenging.
Yeah.
But I think the challenges are interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. The challenges are interesting because you face the challenges and you learn in the process.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
You learn, and then if you are an innovative woman like myself, I'm very innovative. You try to, as you're facing the challenges, you're learning, and then you're improving on your art.
Yeah.
Yes, because it has been a gradual process. My growth, especially when it comes to the restaurant, it's a gradual process from the streets to the
restaurant.
Yes.
So now, apart of the restaurant, whatever other entrepreneurial things do you do outside the restaurant? Okay. Do you have some other things you do? We're going to talk about the restaurant, but let's know if you have other things that you do at the restaurant.
Outside the restaurant, I am a network marketer. Otherwise, not really much of an entrepreneurial thing.
It's still an entrepreneurial thing.
Yeah. Then I do this customized magic mugs.
Yeah, I saw you on your status.
Yes.
I thought you were going to bring one for words. I mean, I was waiting like, okay, maybe I'm going to sit that back and then something in the back, but she didn't.
I do this customized magic mugs.
Yeah. And
pillows, for birthdays, all those nice surprises, kind of thing. Then I sell natural honey too. Okay. Nice, so
the network marketing you do, is it the thing you say, bring one person, I bring one person, you bring one person?
No, actually this one is not really to bring one person, bring two people.
Yeah, bring two people who bring other people.
The network marketing is about, the credit we use, we charge and get paid.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's like I use it for my own, because I use credit almost all the time. Okay. Like in a day, I can recharge like 5 times. Okay. So I prefer to recharge and I get my own percentage out of what I'm recharging. Okay. So that is for personal interest. I don't remember bringing 2 people. Yeah. I just present the business to you. If you're interested, you get in. But I don't compel people to bring like every other network marketer. Okay. I don't even have the time to start convincing people to do all that.
I mean, she's very busy. She's a very busy person. Today she's in Douala, tomorrow she's in Yaoundé, Bamenda, now she's in Boya. I mean, so now let's talk about you being a self-esteem coach. Now, self-esteem is one thing that most youth these days don't have. Yeah. It's easily destroyed. They are coming with the social media and everything. People get their self-esteem get destroyed online by what people say to them and stuff. I'm one of those people who, growing up, I've always had been that kind of person who has been like, because I was maybe bullied at school by friends and everything. So I was so I had to go. I know what it means to not have a self-esteem. Yeah. So tell us, what has it been like being a self-esteem coach?
Okay. Normally, you can't be a coach of something when you've not been a victim. Yeah. Yeah. It's also been a very tough one on me and my self-esteem.
Yeah.
Growing up, my girlhood hasn't really been a good one. I've always been this timid kind of lady growing up. Though, you know, most people would know me as a bold girl.
Yeah.
Because when I was still in primary school, the nursery schools and all that, I'm always that one that leads.
Yeah.
But then it does not mean that my self-esteem is not being tampered.
Exactly what I told somebody, because they'll be like, you know what, you who talks a lot, and you be like, that's not the point.
Yes, majority out of 20 people who talk a lot, 18 are dealing with self-esteem issues. Yeah, out of 20 people who talk too much and throw all self-praise, 18 are going through self-esteem issues. Now the difference between those that talk too much and who are free and those who are not free is you see it, it's evidence. You feel it from their words. You understand? So I've always battled with all that. I'm bold and I speak up, I do that. But when I go back to my closet, that's where the battle starts.
I mean,
you get so it when I grew growing up as a girl, it's been difficult. So I had to, read books, do intensive studies and all that. Before I became now a coach and a certified one at that, I actually had to study it because I asked myself that if I'm going through this, people know me as the bold type, the very much outspoken kind of girl. Yet I'm going through all this. What about people who don't talk? So I asked myself so many questions and I had to say, and I looked around, I'm like, who is a self-esteem coach? Like, who are they? Can I have 2 or 3 self-esteem coaches around? And I did not see any. So I had to go now into studies. Yes, I had to go into studies and I discovered that so many people are suffering. Like, I got into Boya yesterday for over 3 hours. I had a counseling session with one person, one little girl that I was struggling to take her from her difficult childhood, bringing her to, she's 24, but she was emotionally tortured, that tampered with her self-esteem from childhood when she was 9 years old. Imagine from 9 years to 24 years, she's battling with it, and I took like 3 hours yesterday to talk to her, but I'm not done. That's to tell you how it's eating people up. And majority of these little girls are the highest people that post on Facebook, make all the noise on Facebook. That is why I always say that highest people who make all the noise on social media are depressed and people who are battling with self-esteem.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really great having you here. It's like I'm having a session, guys. Like, seriously, because this is a very serious issue that I used to say. As I self-esteem, I look at another thing that society, actually youth today go through is mental health. So these are two things I always tell people around me, like, these 2 things, they need to be looked into, very seriously.
Yes.
So now the people who have been coaching, has it been like?
Whoa, normally when I come across somebody, first I start with people around me. I'm not a friend kind of lady. I don't keep many friends around me. I think the maximum people that I know that I can call them anytime, any day, they're not up to 5.
I wanted you to be my friend, but you just told me that I can be friends.
I'm not a friend kind of lady. So if you're beside me, anybody that comes across me one way or the other, you must feel the energy. Because I'm not selfish with this thing. First, it's a passion. It's something that is inbuilt. You get it's same like my business. Yes. So when I meet you and I just discover that you have iotas of low self-esteem, I try to bring you out of it without blinking an eye. I bring you out of it. So being around me, you must feel the energy. And then if you're coming to me like, I need help, this is what I'm going through, I put in all my all. I even go into meditation before I even pray before I do it. That's to tell you that I'm going in for business. And so far so good. It's really been amazing. I'm proud to see people that I've counseled and they come back to me, they're like, I feel better, I feel this. And I have a group, a WhatsApp group by name The Confident Woman. I don't just women. I'm not integrated from
that's not fair.
The men who go through all that.
We all go through it.
But so, their ego is, if a man is 1.6 meters tall, right? His ego is 2.6.
So how many meters are
I don't know. So men will not really open up to you that easy. For women, I'm starting with women. You know, this thing is just is an introduction. There's not really been any self-esteem coach that is really going into this. So I'm just introducing it, and I don't want to start bringing all that because it's going to also disturb me. So when I counsel you, I don't just put you in that group. I make sure that you are being built before you get there. I mean, there are extremely powerful women in there. There are women who, after talking with me, they're able to give presentations. I don't go and say, because I know you've done this, you give this presentation. I just pick you randomly and say, you're giving a presentation on this. I don't know if you've ever given a presentation on anything, but this is what I want you to do, and do it perfectly well. And trust me, they never fail. They never disappoint.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to talk about more when we get back on the show. But first, let's have a break. We're going to be right back because there's a lot to talk about. I just discovered. Welcome back, guys, and we are about to learn more. I've been learning from the beginning. I'm about to learn more. TECENTA ACHIRI right here with us, telling us her whole journey of being a self-esteem coach, being an entrepreneur, and being a public speaker. So you haven't missed a lot. Just join the train. Let's ride on. So you said you're a multi-dimensional person.
Yes.
Let's know about that. Let's know.
That's to say, I can actually vibe with any kind of class of person. Yes, any class of person. If normally even though they will say don't use some certain words because it might bring some people down, we can't deny it that there are some low class people, high class, and all that. We can't deny
life is
yes, we can't deny it. Anywhere I find myself, I can be comfortable. If I have a friend who sleeps on the floor and I have to sleep on the floor with that friend, I'll sleep. If I go anywhere, I can actually vibe with Turks, with gentlemen, with even with the way I dress. I can actually dress like an office woman. The next day you come and see me, I might dress in something very short, and I can change. I switch at any time. Yes, that's to fit the environment. I cannot talk to you the same way I go and meet a street guy on the road and talking to the person. Yes, that's another way to make somebody feel comfortable, and they talk about bringing them out of low self-esteem. You need to make them comfortable a little bit, appreciate them. Even if you come and tell me, oh, I feel like everybody's telling me I'm ugly, so I don't feel like going on. First I have to tell you that you're handsome, you're a cute guy. I need to instill that in you, for you to know that no matter what people say, there's one person.
Am I cute?
Yeah, you're cute. You're very cute. So that's it.
All right, now let's talk about you being a public speaker. I mean, talking to people. That's side, talking to the public and everything. Tell us about it. Tell us through that job side of you.
Okay, that one is like I was born like that.
You're born talking.
Yes, I was born a talker. I always tell some people I talk for a living.
A talkative.
Yes, I'm a talkative.
We talk for a living.
Yes. So actually, like I said, I was born that way, and I have this gift. I'm always the leader. In one way or the other, everywhere I find myself, even if I go somewhere and I'm not elected a president or a vice or whatever, they'll still end up coming back to me for advice and all that. So I grew up
like
all
my mom.
life. Yes.
My mom is like that. My mom has a spirit.
Yeah.
Everywhere she goes, she always leads.
Yes. So you cannot be a leader without being able to talk to people.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm too bold. I'm not scared of faces. I can, even at my young age, when I was still a little girl, I could talk in a crowd. I would never be scared. So I grew up that way. And then growing up, when I became mature, I knew what public speaking is all about. I had to go to school. This Crema, I think it's based here in Boya. I came for a training here in Boya. Crema public speaking school. And I got certified. That's when I knew the main things about public speaking, the professional things about public speaking. And there has been, some conferences, maybe some seminars that I've talked in. And recently on the 29th, during the menstrual hygiene celebration, I was supposed to talk on self-esteem in one of the programs that was organized in Douala, but I didn't attend because my sister was getting married. So
your sister was getting married?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how life has been.
Now,
and I'm always very open.
Okay, now let's talk about food part of it. I mean, I like I said in the beginning, we had to come to the restaurant to come and so we eat, Chris and myself, but we are not still cancelled that we'll still make it to Douala to come and eat at the restaurant.
That's
now,
right.
Let's tell us about TECENTA.
Okay.
It looks like you say it's an eco-friendly, the first ever eco-friendly Cameroon restaurant. That's
yes.
That's how I call it.
Yes, please.
Let's know about it.
Okay.
Let's know how eco-friendly it is.
Let me start with the brand TECENTA.
Okay.
Oh yeah. This TES stands for my name.
Okay.
And then 10 is my date of birth.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The reason why I had to pick those two things is because I don't have any external motivation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the only person that motivates myself. I think it's just recently that I got something that can motivate me outside, but I have been my motivation.
What is that thing that motivates you outside?
We will talk about that.
I'll not forget. I'll not forget.
So it's really been a tough journey.
Honestly,
it's not been easy. When I first started TECENTA as a brand, it was just some petty business. I used to hawk salads in Yaoundé.
Okay.
Yes. That time I branded it. It was TECENTA salads.
Okay.
Yes. So I would prepare the salad, walk around Yaoundé and sell. Then I did that 2019. That was genesis of the brand TECENTA.
Okay.
Then 2020, I left Yaoundé, went back to Bamenda for some reasons, and I had put up some money from my hawking. I said, okay, this is it. Having a restaurant has been my lifelong dream. I mean, I've always dreamt of owning a restaurant. And since I really do not have anybody to help me, I've put up some money. No matter how I'll start, I'll just start it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when I started the TECENTA restaurant in Bamenda. The crisis too became too intense and all that. I don't even want to go about saying what happened.
I mean,
then I left the restaurant there. It was still functional. I came to Douala. September 2020. When I got to Douala, I had to visit. I still had a dream of having a restaurant in Douala.
Okay.
But I do not know how to go about it. That time, my brother was in the Big Brother Biggie house. And I was all alone. I needed somebody to guide me, but nobody. So I had to visit restaurants. I visited almost 26 restaurants in Douala. But the Mami Puts, the big restaurants, Opium, all those places. I went there. The reason for doing that was to study how things are being done, how restaurant business is being done in Douala. Ask them few questions and see their concepts and all that. So one thing I discovered was that they all have the normal concept, like okay, you make a restaurant, rent a place, buy marble plates, silver spoons and all that. Okay, make the place classy. Okay, yes, it's nice. So I said, okay, I really want my own place to be classy and beautiful. Now the question I ask myself is, you're going to make your place classy, beautiful, whatever. What is going to convince somebody to leave the place that he has been visiting to come to your place? That question I could not answer. I could not answer the question. So when I asked myself the question, like 1 week, it wasn't going. I said, no, I need to make something different. So I started asking questions like, is there any restaurant around Douala where you just go there, you eat traditional food, maybe in this kind of place? I do not want to reveal my business secret. I was just asking tips, but nobody told me. But my present manager, he told me of one restaurant around at Bonasama, which was like that. When I visited it, it's showing that the woman could not put up with the eco-friendly concept. So she switched. She mixed it.
Okay.
Yes. She mixed it and then later on she switched. So when I got there, I was like, wow, it's a plus for me. But then I don't have this space that this woman has. However, I'll see space. I'll just do it. Then another problem I was having was seeing space. It wasn't easy. Then it was almost a partnership business, but due to it was my brand. Actually, it did not come out a partnership business because TECENTA is a name that I'd already built and I did not want it to die. It's a name that I wanted to live like a legacy, even if I die today. So when the partners started coming in, they wanted me to change the whole TECENTA name and all that. So I had to issue my partnership deed to them. They did not comply with my terms and conditions. And then they had to back off. I was like, fine. So when I got the space, it was small, like the restaurant is not big. But I said, no, I cannot start and be looking at a big place. Let me start here. From here, I'll go to a bigger place. So when I got there, by then I'd already drawn. When I was still doing my meditation, I took a pen and a paper. I was drawing the plates on a piece of paper. I'll draw the cups, the spoons, and everything. So when I drew, I went to a craftsman. I went to Marché de Fleurs. I did not see anybody that could do it for me. So one day I was just passing around one point and I saw one man doing drums. I went to him and showed him my paper. I was like, I want you to produce these things for me. He said he does not do that. I said, okay, but you will try. He struggled. That was the first time he did it. He struggled. I was always there to tell him how to go about it. That's how I came up with the wooden plate and cups and bowls and even the spoon. Then I started buying things gradually. I'll buy and keep. Then I met this girl, Bride Arts and Crafts. So I told her that she should come up with maybe how we can do this thing. So she gave me ideas, but we did the decoration of the restaurant together. She gave the ideas and all that, bought the things.
So what has been the biggest challenge you've had as an entrepreneur?
I've had as an entrepreneur of TECENTA.
As an entrepreneur,
the biggest challenge is struggling to please customers.
Okay.
That's been a big challenge.
To get customers satisfied.
Yeah, to satisfy every customer.
Yeah.
It's been the biggest challenge to me.
That's number one. We get a consumer satisfied. I have a long way of going.
Yes.
So now, before we go, let's talk about. I see your fingers, and then and then a couple of minutes ago you were saying that at that time you were the sole decision maker, but now it's different. So tell us about the fingers. Tell us. Don't hide it now. Why are you hiding it? Why are you hiding it?
Nothing on my finger.
That's your finger, guys. Don't you see that? So tell us about. Who is this additional person who has been, adept and is helping you with the decisions?
Okay. Well, I actually cannot talk about my success so far without mentioning him.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, so far he's really been a bedrock of my career, my business, yes. Indirectly, he's always there from the background to give advice and guide me and all. I know if this thing was live he'll be watching, but I know he'll watch it.
Yeah, you sure gonna watch.
So he's a lucky guy. I'm lucky too to have him. Should I mention his name?
Go ahead. Be proud of him. Let's
that's that person is no other person but Mr. Lionel of Fun.
Hey, boss, I salute to respect.
Yeah, he's been a blessing.
Alright, thank you very much, TECENTA ACHIRI, for taking our time to come talk to us on the show. We're getting a whole lot. There are people who are going to follow this show and then possibly get to you to impact their life. So how can we get to you? How can we get to TECENTA? If we want to get to you, how do people get to you who want you to help them through their journey? How do they get to you?
If you want to get to me for self-esteem coaching, you can get to me through my page, TECENTA ACHIRI. Just write me on Messenger and I'm going to direct you. Yeah, when you write through TECENTA ACHIRI, I'm going to reply immediately. Yeah.
TECENTA ACHIRI on all social media handles, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Thank you very much. Chris and myself are going to be visiting the restaurant in Douala anytime from now to eat those amazing dishes that you have. Hey guys, thank you very much for being there. And you have heard a whole lot that this beautiful lady, very hardworking, successful woman is doing. She has something to say.
Yeah, to add, I'm organized. I'm coming up with a self-esteem seminar here in Boya.
Okay.
I think next month, so I'm going to communicate the dates and the time and every other information to the man.
Yeah.
I think it's going
sure. If you follow us on all social media platforms when the seminar is coming up, you of course are going to get to know about it, and make sure you attend it, and make sure you get to beat that low self-esteem that you have inside of you. Thank you very much for being there, and make sure you visit TECENTA in Douala, opposite Deka Hotel, and eat some African food. I mean, thank you very much for being there again. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please try to subscribe, because